Hi, folks. Um, as you can see, it's very quiet here again today. So we're all well. Everything's good. I'm going to do a little maintenance today. I'm just going to share with you a project I'm supposed to have been doing for the last 2 years and never had the time. So now I have a bit of time. I have an old grinding wheel. What do you call it in English? Grindstone? Anyway, a grinder that needs a little bit of fixing and repairing and connect it to the electricity so I can grind old chisels and get them back to an angle of 30 degrees to use them. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And let's get into it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Some date or anything, maybe, how old this thing is. Oh dear. What's this? Better disconnect this and start from fresh because this is dangerous. Okay, so this is a three-phase motor. We've got like 3 live wires and an earth wire. It's not like neutral. No neutral here. We've got live, 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 and earth. And on the switch, well, I don't know exactly what my order is here. So I'm just going to connect it. If it spins the wrong way, I need to switch a phase and then it will turn the right way. I hope you can hear me. There's some noise of the saw in the background. Now, those of you that are thinking, oh, it's painted inside, there won't be any earth. Well, the screws going into the aluminium casting of the base. So that should give us a good earth. Okay, before I put on the base again, I should check if this thing actually works and connect it to the power. So it doesn't have a plug on it. Got a new plug for it here. It's 4-pin. So that's earth, live, 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 live 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, 1, 2, 3. And this needs to go on there, but I think these are a bit ugly. So we'll clean those up a bit. Let's just open up the socket and see what's going on in there. I don't know if you see that, but we've got here earth, live 3, live 2, live 1. So we're going to guess. We know what's earth, but other than that, we're going to guess. And if it goes the wrong way, the motor, we just need to switch 2 phases. That's all. Okay, that'll be all right. Don't need to make them any longer. Just clean them up. Sorry for the lack of audio here. Someone turned on the stereo in the background and there's some music with copyright issues, so I had to mute it here. But basically what I'm doing, I finished connecting the electricity. I've connected it to the power, and look at that. The thing is vibrating and jumping all over the place. The problem seems to be that wire brush. You see, it's jumping around completely off center. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put a little bit of oil and tried opening that nut. I had a lot of trouble getting that nut open. Tried all sorts of things, and in the end, I brought this oil filter remover and grabbed a hold of it with that, as you can see. And together with that and a large wrench and a bit of oil, we managed to get it off. And you see I'm wearing a glove because all that wire there is sticking my hands otherwise, and that's no fun. So yeah, I tightened that up good and tight. And then with the wrench, or whatever you wish to call this tool, I used the table to give me contra in the other direction, and there we go, and it opened. So once we got that off, as you'll see, yeah, it was quite rusty and quite tight, but there we are, it did come off. So once that was off, you can see that the wire brush is really loose there. The diameter of the hole's completely wrong. Somebody obviously put it on there because he was desperate. But yeah, we can't leave that like that. It's going to trash the grinder. All the bearings will go with that thing jumping around on there if I bolt it to a table. So that's no good, as you see. So yeah, so we ditched that. Okay, so like you saw, there was tons of vibration. The wire brush had the wrong diameter hole here, so it wasn't centered, and it was jumping all around. And once I took that off, that seemed okay, but it's spinning in the wrong direction, which we anticipated. So, or change this, or change one of these. I think one of these looks like an easier option than opening all this again. So let's change one of those. Well, change 2 of them. Just switch them over one side to the other. And now this one's going to go in that one's hole. Glasses on my head here, squinting and can't see a thing. There we go. Put that on there. Close this up. Now it'll turn in the right direction. Always good. Can pop on this whole plate, which perhaps we can straighten a little bit first. So a bit of a bang with a hammer there. Aha. So let's get the cutters a minute. That'll cause issues when I try to screw it to the table. There's a big piece of tin there. Cut that off. Seems all right. Okay, look at that. All right, so now we've got, this guard was removed at some stage, and I've got a couple of old stones here from various grinders from the past. That's not going to work, is it? This could work, but no. Also not. Oh, hang on. It's supposed to. No. Also too big. A rough and a fine here. Oh, how annoying. I really was hoping I'd get something on there. Oh, it's adjustable. What's that? Half inch? You see, this one goes in and out only. It's got like a groove here. And this one seems to have some adjustment, so it's also a smaller bolt. This one's also sliding backwards and forwards only. No angles. How strange. Okay. So this is cast iron and this is aluminium. Maybe you can put some spacer and we can adjust the angle. Let's have a look. So it's probably, see, this hits here. So I can't really do 30 degrees very well. So I'll probably have to take this off and build some other device. Okay, well, Meantime, we'll just leave it there. That seems like a whole nother project. Just for now, we'll leave this here. We'll get this thing bolted down on the table, and then we can decide what we're going to do about getting a 30-degree angle. What am I going to do about these guys? I don't know. Don't want them rattling around there, but I also don't want to lose them. Chuck in some other washer here or something. Let's see what I've got. Maybe this will do. Just, there we go. I'm even going to put it between them. I'll damage the thread here. A drop of oil on that as well. There we are. So at least they won't get lost. Whether to put this back on or not. We do. No, well, I don't have a stone, but perhaps I should put a guard on this. Okay, so we'll pop this back in its place too. So some little holes here, and they, I hope they're tapped. Let's have a look. I'll go and see if we can find some screws for these. What thread is this? Maybe it's not threaded, maybe it's self-tapping. The other ones were self-tapping, these. Oh, it seems like they're self-tapping. Look at that. That seems great. How much thickness it's got to close up here? That could be fine. So. You see, these are like self-tapping threads. Or whatever you call them. Borik Pach. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. So that shouldn't rattle around and make too much noise, I hope. We'll see. Maybe that spacer needed to be a bit bigger. I see it's a bit free. We'll see. Okay. Well, let's go and find it a place, because come, I'll show you. So I'm going to see if I can make a bit of space here, and over there on the left, put the grinding wheel, I don't know what it's called, and push this over to the right a bit. So yeah, let's get that done. So I've got this opposite this. Maybe I can just cut a piece of wood at 30 degrees and stick it on there. Just like the whole length. Drill a hole and screw it on. That might work. What's 30 degrees look like? Something like this. So that could be a solution. I'll just cut a piece of wood on the table saw at 30 degrees and screw it on here. And that's it. And if I don't need 30 degrees, I'll take it off. Cool. So in that case, I can pull it out to the front as well. Put it in a bit for the screws. Something like that. Okay. Let's get that screwed down. Only one screw in the back, one hole at the back, two at the front. Let's see if it works. Grab a bit of metal. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, well, that's quiet. That's all right. Nice. So now we've got a grindstone. Okay. So brilliant. The grinder's working. Shame we couldn't fit another stone on the other side, a different grit. That would have been nice to have a rough and a fine. But it was something someone gave me many years ago. And like I say, it's been hanging around forever. And when I moved here, I said, oh, I'll connect it in this workshop. And I never did. So great. So that's connected. That's working. And next time I'll do this thing with a 30-degree piece of wood and see how it all works with that. It spins fast, so it's going to heat my chisels up. I'm going to have to keep dunking them in water. But it's just for the rare occasion when they fall on the floor and get a bit broken, or someone hits a screw or a nail with a chisel, and I have to take off a lot of material and start from those rough grits again. And it'll be much faster than the belt sander, which I use for the gouges for the lathe generally. Okay, well, I hope you liked it, guys. If you did, please like, subscribe. That would be very nice too. Share it with your friends. Got any questions? Anything you think would be a nice topic for a video, whether it's woodworking or whether it's related to the current situation. All right, guys, all the best. See you soon.